session, hung out with some witches. Didn't do some shopping despite looking at some stores. You know, we were very frugal with our money. Alex went and met an old family friend. And I think that about covers it, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to stab you.
Yeah, no, that accurately covers everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we met Lynn, the whole wizard. He was great.
Right, the whole wizard.
Yes, I have that in my notes.
Oh god, yeah.
Alex's uncle tried to tempt him with weed, and he's not of age.
I'm 25 years old.
Not of age.
More like
Smoking
in all
cigarette.
seriousness, it turned out that Alex's old family friend might be a little bit of a Rasputin figure in the Don Bluths. And he may or may not have killed Alex's Auntie Miranda de Cersei in a very tragic moment that was slightly unexpected, I think, for our good cast members. I guess we just didn't expect that to happen so quickly. But yeah, we're sort of dealing with the fallout of that as we remain in Crossroads. A funeral is going to be held for Miranda de Cersei soon, wherein the current leader of Crossroads and the interim high priest of Hecate, until all the various covens can join together again and pick a new high priest for realsies. Nadja de Carpi is leading a funeral for Miranda, the past witch Miranda, in which they will summon her soul from the banks of the land of the dead, so that she may give her last words and requests before she passes on to whatever lays before her in her final rest. Which will allow you guys a chance to talk to this somewhat important NPC before she's gone from the campaign for good. Before that, though, are there any little character beats you guys would like before we just jump into the shit?
Is this the same day, like later that night, or?
I would assume
is
you
the
guys got
aftermath?
some rest.
Thank fuck.
Yeah, I would assume you guys
Oh yeah,
like rested and recovered. You got the shit kicked out of you, so narratively it would make sense at the very least. You saw some healers and you rested for the rest of the day.
I have the scent of Rasputin now, yeah?
Komarov.
Komarov, thank you. I don't know, that's something to tell Alex.
Is that
when
for
he's-
since Leica and Janice would they both have it or just Janice?
Janice is the one that has like
But we were
a
both there for
bond,
that.
but like we were both.
I would say you both have it. One, because both of you encountered the Lord of the Chase and were there when the boon was asked for. And second, Leica also has a mandate from Nemesis to enact vengeance on Komarov.
Right.
It was not by a blood oath, but
So, like, even if there wasn't the Lord of the Chase stuff for Leica, I feel that Nemesis is pushing Leica in a certain direction as well.
Hey, Leica, fucking kill this guy. All right.
I don't take orders, but I'll do it. I'll do it.
I don't take commissions. I'll do it for free.
Atta girl. Because true justice shouldn't be ordained by powers that be. It should be of the proletariat's free will.
I mean, let's not play games with Nemesis, though. She wants you to do something. I think you should do it.
I think we gotta kill this guy, Steven.
Yeah, what's that like, Will? Having someone's scent like this.
So dreams work on this logic of feeling rather fast.
Mhm.
You know, there's a lot of times when you're in a dream where you don't really have facts that lead you to pursue a certain course of action. You have a sense, you have an instinct. Um, you know, no matter how bizarre and nonsensical the thing you're doing, it will feel like the thing you're supposed to be doing. You have that feeling about pursuing Komarov. And it's specifically coded with a sort of like an intense craving. Like it's not necessarily a literal hunger, but it's at the very least a figurative hunger. This need to pursue and chase down and catch. I don't know if it's a universal experience for humans, but it's definitely like for cats, where it's like, oh, that's a thing I need to pounce upon.
Yeah, makes sense.
Just that instinctual, like, oh, that's a thing I need to grab that thing.
Okay, cool.
You're feeling that. And then as a person who normally is not that held by instinct, there is sort of the foreignness of it. You're feeling the very animal side of you that had been out by being civilized, domesticated human being, but is now resurfacing. It's a very feral feeling.
Excellent. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I don't think Janice talks to anyone after the events of seeing the Lord of the Chase. I think
Well,
they're a little.
After Leica rests, she's gotta basically before the funeral is gonna look for traces, like, and we know that Komarov is with Boone and has a legion of like demons. Look for demonic traces, like see what feeling she gets.
Well, that's a problem because you're in a town full of witches.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of demonic energy everywhere.
Yeah, that's
You're very much looking for a singular piece of hay in a haystack.
Once we get out of town, that will probably be more useful.
Yeah. There's a lot of false positives around you.
Makes sense.
So neither the mandate nor the chase sense is going off looking for clues.
Yeah, like I let you have a fun moment with some big power players in the setting. I'm not giving you places campaign for you card.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You don't have his
Like
IP address
would do it
yet.
all the same.
Not yet. Yeah, it wouldn't be much of a chase if I didn't have to chase him.
He didn't pull an Odysseus, so we don't have all his info.
Yeah, I figured he wouldn't be in town.
Well, yeah.
I can give you that much. That fucker fled. And likely
BRB,
fled
I'm being called for dinner.
far.
I'll be back quickly.
What time of day is the funeral going to be?
Probably night.
I'd
Yeah,
assume
midnight.
so, but okay then. So you have the whole day.
The
Yep.
witching hour.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll check and see if my claw's ready.
All right. So you find Hawthorne Carpenter Witch smiles, says, "Well, patience is certainly your virtues."
She said it is one of my virtues or isn't.
But the
Okay.
sarcasm was there for you to register.
I couldn't
Here
hear you.
you are. and she presents a sort of um simplified wooden
Hmm.
something that is unobtrusive on your hand, but just sort of it's articulated, sort of like a slightly more advanced pair of brass knuckles, say. But very
Okay.
lightweight, very, very flexible. This is called the Thrill of the Chase.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And I'll post the
They,
stats in the loot box.
Ten attack. Ooh. Hurl plus 15, non-elemental damage. Target suffers dazed and chased condition.
Mhm.
For the duration of the scene, every time your turn comes up, you roll your willpower die and take damage. Ooh, equal to the number you roll on the die. Ooh, that's that's nasty. But
It's the gauntlet itself looks fairly unassuming. It could look, to the untrained eye, like something decorative or maybe slightly medicinal, like a very advanced brace for your arm and wrist. Um,
mhm,
but it's designed to be, articulated and adjustable so that when you monster out, it flexes with your arm.
mhm, makes sense.
And there are runes carved into it that are designed to um play off of a pre-established connection to Lord.
The chance will pick it up and like examine it for a minute and then slide it on. Flex her hand to get a feel for it. Hmm. It feels right.
Wait till you break it.
Hmm. I could actually activate it, but I don't think I don't think I should. Well, then again, I don't know if we're gonna be combat or not. So maybe it's not a terrible idea to activate my Theriomorphosis.
It depends on how much role playing you guys plan to do today. I do have a
Yeah.
combat prepared, but we'll
Oh
see if we
boy.
actually get to it.
Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll activate my Theriomorphosis. I think it's
That's
a
fucking
third of
horrifying.
my.
Why
Yeah.
don't you go
Yeah.
ahead and describe what it looks like for us?
I was trying to find the damage I take to do that. Okay. Yeah, third of your current hit points. Acromorphosis, which is my unarmed strike. And I've got. Oh, no, Acromorphosis is different than Theriomorphosis. That's right. Oh, yeah. So, she puts it on, flexes it, gets the feel of it on her wrist. Uh, focuses in on that desire to chase something.
I'm
That
back.
primordial desire to get you. Um, and wings erupt from her back. Bloody, tattered skin forming into wings. The arm grows, and the hand becomes claws. You can't see behind the mask, but that one eye that's now similar to the Lord of the Chases would become more prominent. They muscles do not bulge this time because they didn't copy from a fucking Minotaur. But yeah,
What's going on?
I am activated my Theriomorphosis because I got the claw.
Playing with that item she ordered last night.
Yeah, it is called the Thrill of the Chase. What does that look like when it like activates?
Again, it looks mostly like a brace, albeit now one for your giant monster arm. You know, sort of this articulated, slightly now spread out and fanning out little gauntlet. You're asking me to describe machinery here, and I'm a monster guy. I'm not a mech guy. But like, you know, it's sort of like this I don't know, exoskeletal sort of thing made of wood, this clockwork contraption around your wrist. The more I'm trying to describe the vague image in my head, the harder it is, so I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, that is enough. That's fine. Yeah, so there is a splatter of blood as the wings erupt, being made literally of her flesh. The arm bulges out and grows, and she, you know, doesn't shout in pain. It absolutely hurts, but it's more the desire to chase something burns brighter inside of her. And there she is. There we are.
Hawthorne is noticeably completely unfazed by this whole thing, as are all the other witches and wizards around.
Yeah. We're in the crossroads with all the witches and wizards. This is barely weird.
Listen, honey, we're all edgelords here. You don't got to try.
A person could explode into confetti here and no one would bat an eye.
Yeah. It feels right on my hand. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's very fun thinking that up. Have fun playing with that fire.
Thank you. This will help, I hope. Do you have a payment in mind?
I don't know, did you pay me last time or not?
No. I thought maybe the blood was payment, but like, you know, as like part of the payment, part of the
I don't know what you got, kid.
What does this?
That's a DM will just look at your character for you.
Yeah, I'm looking at my how much money I have.
You've got 3,000 zenits. Look at you. 2,500 zenit.
Fuck. I mean, well, so much for buying any of those revives. But yeah, here you go. Yeah, Janice will pay the 2,500.
As they're opening their purse, I was kind of hoping you would like ask for something a little more esoteric.
Yeah. As she's pulling out the money, kind of expecting you to ask for something a bit more esoteric.
Well, do you have something more esoteric that would be fun for me to have?
You know, firstborn children are the usual offer.
See, I don't know if I can even have children, so I don't know if that's even a thing that I can offer.
What would I want with children?
I know, right? People always like.
That's
wanna
just a
go, you
bunch
know,
of responsibilities for me, and the meat yield's not that good.
I mean, there's
I was with you until that last part.
I'm just saying, if you gave me a pig, it'd be much more useful than a human child.
Yeah, I agree. Well, yeah, God, I can't actually think if I don't think I have anything that would be more esoteric that she'd be interested in. Hmm.
like a might.
Yeah, but you're not here unless you followed me
Let's
to get.
see. We also have Kelpie slime, Hydra's blood.
Well, we were keeping Hydra's blood because that's how we're going to communicate with dragons in the future.
We already can.
No, we needed to use the Hydra's blood to turn it into like a
But didn't we get
potion.
like at the end of that session or at that encounter something that just lets us communicate permanently with it?
That was the Hydra blood. Because we could use the Hydra blood to give ourselves the ability to communicate with dragons.
Because the Hydra's blood in the loot box just says it's use an IP to change a weapon damage type to poison.
Hydra's blood?
Yeah, because Hydra's blood is super
That's-
toxic.
Because that's how Hydra's blood was used by Hercules.
You know, us drinking is probably
just-
a very bad thing to do.
Well, no, she Thunderstrike. That's right. I remember her name. Correct? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. She gave us her blood to help us communicate more easily in the future.
There's a lot of uses for Hydra's blood. The mechanical use for you guys as an item is the cage.
Right, well,
And here-
you know what? Actually, I do have something that's weird that I don't know if she'd be interested in, but she might. I have a full fuck ton of poisons.
Okay.
Yeah,
Elaborate.
I've got a basic toxic salve. I've got Beast Slayer toxin. I've got Serpent Slayer toxin, Bird Slayer toxin, Fish Slayer toxin, and Vermin Slayer toxin.
Leica has all the really expensive ass fucking poisons from the Kingsman the Emperor's assassin.
Yeah, mine is more specific, while yours is more fuck everything. But the 2,500, I will pay that.
Yeah, she's gonna ask for money.
Yeah. If you're ever in Minervans, sometime in the future, when I maybe, actually, I don't know if I'm gonna. If you're ever in Minervans, you can tell them Janice put in a good word for you.
Well, that's very sweet, but I'm not gonna talk to any of those narcs.
What? They're getting better.
Still narcs.
I imagine they have a ways to go.
I can't even argue with that. I did overthrow the High Philosopher.
I murdered.
Fucking rad.
Yeah, it was fucking awful. I went and talked to him under the guise of being a male, and it made my skin crawl.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck.
No, don't speak ill of the dead. No, fuck that guy.
I mean, you don't know he's dead yet.
Oh yeah, I know.
And you never will. Ollie ate the core evidence.
Leica murdered him then threw his body to Ollie.
Yeah, yeah, that is all I got. Because that's all I can do. Anything else to do in the city before nightfall? For either of you?
Is it possible to combine armors?
Explain.
Because I'm still wearing the old assassin's armor I was given way back in Junitonia. But I also have the Vile Weave armor, and I was wondering if it was possible to pay someone to combine the two.
Theoretically, what exactly would you like the end result?
Hold on, let me look at my current set. I'm currently eating, so I'm a little scatterbrained too.
How dare you?
How dare? It's not my fault. Deader is out of my control most nights.
No, I was. I was.
You know what they say. Fishes get wishes. Horses, horse.
So. I'll just post it in the shit talk because. Where is essentially combine the effects of both and take the higher AC of one or the other. So basically, turn invisible and when a creature hits me with melee, deal 5 wind damage.
All right. You find an enchanting man, Pail, and he says, "Well, let me see here. I'm gonna need to get my 2 crests out," and he takes out 2 amulets. Okay. Let's start this. And then you hear music in your head that goes as the armor floats into the air, the 2 sets of armor float into the air and spin around before slamming into each other and merging and spinning around into Paildra armor, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
The Bioweave Assassin's
unholy
armor.
The unholy abomination you created. And congrats, you do the thing that you wanted.
How much was that cost?
How much is that?
Well, let me see how much you got, kid.
I got 2,400, but I also have quite a bit of loot I've been picking up since I haven't.
Since you provided the armor, I'll say did you say 2,400?
Yeah, I got 2,400.
Okay, 2,000. Sorry, my brain was just thinking numbers. Yeah, 2,000.
Because
delicious 1,000 gold.
Could I trade like the Gazer, the Aegis shield, or one of the other loots we picked up from one of the dungeons?
Do you remember how much that cost?
No, because you didn't give us a cost.
Yeah, you don't tend to give us costs for just the loot we pick up.
Oh, that's true.
Or Gazer Beam.
Fine, those 2 knock off 1,000 from the price.
Okay, I will pay 1,000 then. Good. I'll take that.
How about you, Alex? Are you just like in the room all day? DC?
Getting love from the bottom.
DZ?
Yes.
I said,
What's
what
Alex
about?
doing?
Yeah, what's Alex doing? Is he just in his room all day, in a room all day, or?
Yes.
Oh, you know, after a while, I guess like later in the day, closer to when the witching hour comes, there will be a knock on your door.
Hmm. The door does not open, but you do hear from the other side. What?
Something I want to tell you, Alex.
Okay. So go ahead.
I have his scent.
Cool.
Alex, do you need to talk about it?
No.
If you do, I lost my family in the plague, too.
Mm-hmm. Sorry to hear that.
It's not as fresh as what you're feeling right now. And
We all lost someone in the plague, so I get it.
I know, I understand where you're at right now, Alex. I think I can put myself there in ways that some people can't.
Maybe.
You don't need to deal with all of this on your own.
What I need is time. So.
There's no further words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's been keeping to himself all day.
Yeah. Poor Alex. She was hoping to get him to come out a little bit, but that is not happening.
Yeah, no.
Well then,
Yep,
how about
no,
you, Gore?
What's Core up to?
Yeah, are you doing anything before the funeral, or?
Probably getting some armor adjusted or stuff. Like, it's like, do you come out of the room, or you got to stay with Why am I trying and call him Travis? Holy shit. Alex. Jesus Christ.
Travis
Well, I
is
didn't.
Travis
Maybe-
is the 5th member of the party. We don't talk about him very
I
often.
Maybe
don't-
because DZ's performances reminding you of Travis Willingham's performances.
Oh, it's sad, sad Superman, maybe. Anyways, like, are you saying with Alex? You know, Alex.
What?
Or you?
Janice didn't go in his room because she knocked and talked to him through the door.
He did not
And
open
then
the door. He did not leave his room.
Yeah.
He just
Gotcha.
talked through the door.
I get you.
Yeah. After that, though, she would. I guess, are you like nearby? Can you see what she's doing, or?
Do you turn around?
Yes.
Well, you just see a little rotund figure, like,
Please tell me that was in character too.
yes, he has a
Excellent.
big, like large bowl. It looks like that old-fashioned, like little Russian Meemaw beef stew that you probably got from some little old Meemaw witch.
Yeah, when she turns around, she noticeably does not jump like she has before when you've just been fucking standing behind her. But I'd say, yeah, the mask is off right now because she was if Alex enters the door, she wanted to like see him face to face. But Gore would see the one of her eyes being fucky.
Pretty sure you
It's
had your
the-
mask off
it's-
before. You had the mask off before,
think-
like after your pact with Lord of the Chase, correct? Because I remember us
You've
talking
seen,
about
yeah,
that.
you've seen it like. I don't remember if we would have gotten a good look at it during the Minotaur thing. You've definitely seen it like calmed down after.
Hmm.
But it's like. I'm trying to word it. I guess so it's like, looking in the eye of, something very explicitly hunting you. I think it probably activates a flight or fight response.
Oh,
Probably for a second, and then he realizes,
Yeah.
oh wait, it's just Janice. Why am I afraid of Janice?
there is a slight squint of the eyes, but not an obvious, like, there's not an over dramatic reaction.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just
like-
Janice. Nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, nothing to be afraid of. Sidesteps the elephant's foot.
Well, in that case, I'm not fearing you. I'm fearing the elephant's foot.
Anyways, he's
Yeah,
going to like crook a finger and like motion for her to like come away from the door a little bit.
She will.
Yeah.
Which, to note, because I don't know if you were here when it happened, but she does have her monster transformation active.
Yeah. He wasn't here when it happened. He was probably off scoring
So
this.
her back has erupted into the
Yeah.
wings.
He's
And
probably
one of
off.
her arms.
Sorry.
They're good.
Yeah, he does. He does shoot a glance to the new proportions. It's not the first time he's seen it, but like it's probably the first time he's had
It is not.
an up close version of it. It's every other time has
Yeah.
been shit's going south. Like that does
Yeah.
certainly get a glance between slurps and bites.
Remind me
she
again,
followed
are your
you.
wings more bat-like or more like a bird's?
I'd say closer to bat.
Well-
It's not.
The sound of things are
Perfect,
almost a
because-
pterosaur wings because of like one rod structure with like a lot of skin hanging off it.
A lot of skin hanging off, yeah, because it is literally like the skin ripping itself away from the body and functioning like fucked up wings.
Right.
It might not have any solid structure at all in it.
Oh, so it just flaps around like Raziel's fucked up wings.
Who?
You're like a big manta ray.
Drazio, Raphael? Fuck, what was his name? Legacy of Kain series.
I know nothing about that series.
Shame. Anyways.
You know, it's fucked up.
Anyways,
It is
yeah.
The reason
is,
I asked for the distinction between bat or bird is whether or not a goblin would get a I can put that in my mouth response.
Anyways, but
yeah, she follows.
yeah, he just steps away from the door. Literally, he takes another like overly long sip, like the kind of thing like you're aware when somebody does this, they're aware they're wasting your time.
Oh my god.
And he finishes with
the eye like if Yoseckin does like glow a little.
just after like just you're not very good at this.
Excuse me?
The consoling thing. You're not very good at that.
Lynx. You're not exactly doing wonders yourself either.
Never intended to.
At least I'm trying to do something instead of just leaving him to stew.
Tilts his head a little bit
Stew.
like that. And just, it's like, and trying to poke him until something happens is better.
Not trying to poke him until something happens.
Yes, I heard.
I am extending. I'm offering a hand. Not forcing it not forcing him to take it. Putting it out and letting him know it's there.
And you made quite sure that, they understood you're in pain too. So, let me give you a little tip for free. Just,
Narrow his eyes a little.
just saying I'm here and willing to listen is better than anything else. And then, he just vanishes.
There's like visibly a second of like
Look at
trying
them.
to
The other party
control
members are being
herself?
catty.
I mean, Gore's kind of being a dick.
I wouldn't
That's
say
what fairies do.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
he's blunt and callous, but he has a point.
well,
Yeah,
he's-
that is literally what she just did. hey, doing that thing you just did is actually a good thing to do. Leaves.
notice he didn't mention anything else. I didn't say he was going to be overly helpful in his advice, just that it's advice.
Is it though?
Yes.
Just going, hey,
You-
doing what you just did is actually helpful. Leaves.
Doesn't elaborate.
Oh,
I mean, that's reassurance. It's a form of advice.
so
I guess.
I think it's good to know that you missed the entire point because it makes it funnier.
I legit do not know what the point of that was.
He thinks you overdid it. Just that, hey, you don't need to go into I have Chaba, you have Chaba, we all have Chaba. Just sitting down, just saying, "Yo, bro, I'm here if you need me," and then shutting the fuck up. That's essentially what he said.
Well, I think he's wrong.
Yes, you should kill each other.
Too bad.
Damn it. I wanted some bloodshed to happen. That'd make me happy. Interpersonal agreements in the party never fails to brighten my mood.
Basically, the
Yeah,
message was
it's great.
if somebody is hurting, talking about somebody else's pain doesn't help.
And it was. I don't know about you, Raves, but
It's
I
the
have
autism
actually found-
approach, I suppose.
yeah, people commiserating about their pain together is actually very helpful.
It can be.
Well, let's not argue about this in reality.
Yeah.
Let's allow the role play
Yeah,
moment
yeah.
to be the role play moment.
Eh,
All right.
Is there any witches in town that sell cookies?
I would have.
Because like is in the mood for some cookies. She's having.
Of course you can get my cookies.
She'll get some for the whole group.
Oh, yes.
They're just basic chocolate chip cookies. Nothing wrong with them, right?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I don't know if chocolate exists in Midgard, but I have not come to a consensus internally.
You have a Bigfoot in the AM.
like,
raisin cookies.
There are arguments for it. Yes.
You also
Anachronisms
have
exist in Midgard. There are literally
Established
portals that
tacos.
allow things to. Let me fucking talk. They allow things to travel between continents. You know, Serena Takuchi is from fantasy Japan, or at least her father is, and that's purely because her father wandered into a yokai world and came out in a Celtic fairyland. You know, so yes, it is possible that chocolate was brought here. Is it worth giving the explanation for it in a story just so chocolate can exist? That is the argument in my brain. It's not, can I explain it, but is it worth having to explain it? That is a debate in my mind. Like, when elevators appear in the early chapters of Wizard School of Mysteries, that's to establish tone and, like, the kind of wackiness the setting allows. You know? Like, that serves a narrative purpose, in addition to allowing me to have elevate. So, like, can I find a narrative purpose for chocolate to exist anachronistically in a vaguely medieval European fantasy? That's the question that my brain keeps poring over, and I don't have a consensus yet, so they're ginger.
Okay. I mean, the justification you can have, TT, is so you can do a Willy Wonka wizard at one point.
True. The thing is, Midgard is not Offbeat Melody. Offbeat Melody, I could do whatever weird shit I wanted because the setting was purposely loosey-goosey. And this one, I'm trying to build something coherent, so I do have to apply some rules. We can't just go off on a Candy Steve tangent. Fun as that is. So yeah, they're gingers. Personally, I believe chocolate.
Was that?
I mean, personally, I do believe chocolate is one of the most beautiful things in the world, and I'm sure if I really, really wanted to, I could make a narrative justification for it that works. Just will it work for the audience? Anyway, you get ginger.
Good enough. I was just making sure they weren't like, magical cookies.
They are not harmful cookies.
Okay. How much for the cookies?
Oh, they're free.
We're in danger.
I love feeding people.
Above her says the above her just says the Crossroads Food Bank. That's right. We do live. This is an anarchist town.
Yeah,
Makes
this is
sense.
essentially an anarchist, anarcho-communist.
Find a
town,
need,
so
fill a
yeah.
need. So it makes sense that there would be people just making food for just
Yeah.
for the fun of it.
That's a logical explanation. Play a demented old woman forever.
Well, like funeral, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Let's all
waiting on.
go to the funeral. Let's all go to the funeral. Let's all go to the funeral. We're already there on the map. Okay.
I don't enjoy this limerick.
Was that a limerick?
Oh,
Ooh,
I'm
I
not a
think the limerick's,
lyricist.
the limerick's gotta be A, A, B, B, A.
I'm not a musician.
All right. Well, so it's a limerick is a type of poem, not a type of song. You can make it a song, like all poetry. Oh, all right. So, Miranda's body is interred, oddly enough, in the same chamber, or at least it's being the funeral's being held in that she died in. Suitably morbid type of I suppose. You are surrounded by statues of the Sithonic gods. There are several high-profile witches and wizards there. Tenant. You assume you don't know. The interim high priestess of Hecate, Nadja DeCarpi, welcomes you all in.
You're kind of breaking up.
Yeah, I've got Dom my mic. Welcome, all of you, to this very somber affair. If everyone could please hold hands, bow your head in reverence as I summon the facilitator of our ritual. And she creates a vast circle, not on the floor, but on the ceiling. It looks similar in construction to the summoning circle that Komarov did. The runes are very different. And when she finishes making the circle, which has a completely different main shape in the main body, the circle blazes with red light that begins to drip off almost like blood spatters as slowly a figure in a red robe, a black cloak and hood, descends from the ceiling until it lands softly.
I figured there's something psychopomp, but the fucking Red Death.
It cocks its head, and when you do, you see it beneath the hood, a vaguely human face and the rictus of death with streaks of blood down its cheeks.
Ooh.
And its mouth doesn't move as it speaks. Passing priestess.
None of that's coming.
God damn it. Alright, get over it, fucker. I have heard of the passing of the High Priestess. You have my condolences. High Priestess Nadja. I assume that is why we are meeting now. Yes, Lenorel. We would like to bring Miranda's soul back to this plane for a brief while to settle any unfinished business she has. It is permissible. She waits now on the river Styx for just such a call. I shall bring her to, and then Lenorel stops and looks at the party specific. How interesting. I shall bring her at once. Lenorel waves a billowing red sleeve. See this crepit, desiccated hand, long fingers reach out and point, and spirit glue begins to drip and ooze from the ceiling in a vast cascading waterfall for parting and allowing spirit of Miranda de Cersei to enter the area. Ask the spirit questions, safe in the knowledge that what she answers will be held in confidence. Your questions will be heard by you and you alone.
Oh,
Mm.
So even though the spirit is present before everyone, the questions you have for it will be asked purely one-on-one.
that is very good.
Hmm. Important questions to ask.
Yeah. Let Alex take the first go.
If there's something I've learned from any sort of bound spirit or genie, always ask what they want.
Wait, what was that?
If there's something I've learned from any bound spirit, djinn, whatever, always ask what they want. Doesn't need to be the first question. Just, is there anything I can do for you? Or do in your name, or whatever. It's worked out well enough in multiple games, this is now just standard operating procedure for me.
Hmm. I suppose Alex will take the first swing. He's trying to maintain composure during this somber ritual, seeing her immortal form. Is what Komarov said true?
Her spirit looks at you forlornly, and your eyes only. She approaches you, and if you allow her, lays a hand upon you.
Yeah, of course.
I assume he told you was a friend.
Something like that.
It is a technical. He is not giving you all. Komarov was, in his own way, a very good wizard, or a very skilled. He served your family as a healer. In particular, he served as your healer. You were a sick child. Had a malady that was hard for most to diagnose. But Komarov, like many witches, was the victim of a bad.
Victim of a bad what?
It is a bad bargain. I'm not damn them. The main patron, the main source of his power, was a demon named Boone, a count of Sheol, a devil of envy, and one who bore particular hostility to the Charmel family.
Why though?
Long ago, many, many generations before yours, the Charmels themselves made a pact with Boone. He is the source of the vast number of vampires in history. And they followed his teachings and worked on his agenda, sowing tyranny and discord throughout Castellan. Until one member of the family, Sakarni Shaman, turned her back on this way, tried to make the family a more positive influence. This was continued by her side of the family till your father, Gornaik Sharmin, took control of the throne, marrying a princess named Rin, eventually having you and your sisters.
Oh,
Boone wanted the end of the Sharmin. He wanted them to suffer for betraying his investment. And he made Komarov his agent. It was Komarov and the imps he employed who opened the gates, figuratively and literally, to the enemies of your and allowed the execution of your mother and your father and your sisters.
oh, fuck.
And the reason I don't remember any of this is because of you.
She looks really, really guilty as you bring that up. And she nods. When your affliction, the fact that the soul in your body was not originally a human, it caused you to lash out during the attack. And in the process of trying to defend yourself and your family, you set your entire case.
You set your entire what?
Your entire castle ablaze. And you believed that it was your fault, your family, rather than Komarov's. That your attempt to defend them had in fact destroyed them. No words I had could dissuade you. You were such a young child. Your emotions were not yet beholden to rationality. I did not feel it right to allow you to be eaten by a guilt that was not truly yours and not something you were ready to unpack. I know it was not my place to make that decision, but you were hurting, and hurting in a way that was keeping you from having any semblance of a happy child. And I refused to let you be denied that.
I see.
I am sorry for the problems it has caused.
I see. I understand, though, why you did it. It's just... I think now is the time to undo it. The other witches
nods.
could help me with that.
There's no... I am... She pulls you into a motherly embrace and gives you a kiss on the forehead, in a very parental way. And in doing so, being the spirit that casts this spell, undoes it utterly. And memories flood back to you, and yes, there is the guilt and the horror of that night. There's also a truly fucking wild road trip. Because
wild road
as you
trip,
were
you say?
standing, as you were standing in the burning ruins of your family home, your family dead, people trying to kill you even as everything was lit on fire, suddenly a fucking mortar shoots through the wall, and inside it is this enormous haggard crone who grabs you in one preposterously long gangly arm while cackling and soars off into the night, taking you away from the burning castle and landing into a massive witch's hut on top two giant chicken legs. She feeds you and makes you warm and spoils you rotten as a grandma would on the night that her grandchild is sleeping over. As her house marches through Ruslovac to the borders into Germanor, wherein she passes you to the great witches of Germanor, who take you to Bretance and pass you to the Bleak Annis Coven, who take you through Bretance and into Francaine, and down the peninsula into Mediterra, where finally you were taken by Miranda de Circe of the de Circe Coven. You meet a vast variety of historic and famous witches all along this journey, all of whom dote on you like long lost relatives, and treat you like a beloved grandchild or nephew or what have you, until finally Miranda de Circe sets you up with a home. And you have all these memories of seeing just these acts of magic and these strange forms of witchcraft and these allies of witches. You know, you've met members of the Dragon Blessed Covens and thus have spent a non insignificant amount of time among actual dragons, which always felt strangely right to you. You know, you've seen the
Why am
tender
I getting
side-
gender envy from the giant lizard?
You've seen the tender side of witches like Jenny Greenteeth and Nellie Longarms, who are reported mass murderers. You've seen truly strange parts of the world, from a perspective that few would have had, and it's all there in your child memories before you had context to understand how fucking strange it is. But now, after years of living a somewhat normal life, you're looking back on these newfound memories and realizing, what the fuck was happening in my childhood? You had a full-on Samurai Jack training montage that you didn't know about.
Yeah. And since she brought up sisters, I imagine those memories are there too to find.
You remember your sisters, Amija, Ludmila, Milika, and Karika? Fucking lots of Slavic fun for
Oh
me.
my
to
god,
pronounce.
you're Anastasia.
Yes,
Yeah?
that's
Yes.
the joke since conception.
I wasn't
Yeah.
told.
You're literally Alex is literally like gender swapped Anastasia.
Fuck.
That was like the design conception when he's like, yeah, he's like looks like Dimitri.
It's
I
better
thought
that
that
you
was
find it out
hilarious.
now rather than
One.
later. But yeah, no, just
Now you know how I felt being late to finding out that Shady was a fucking thylacine.
Yeah, I know. I was there. What do you mean now I know?
But yeah, no. Wild ass road trip with a bunch of witches, but also he's very much trying to understand all of the memories of having a birth family, living in a very different home, and it's all coming back to him, and it's no longer just you are this, you are that, and not really having a say in it. He's starting to remember, no, I was there, I remember all of that. And
Looks, says, Baba Yaga says that you are important to the soul. Your parents are struggling, son,
what was
or
that?
at all. God fucking damn it! He says, Baba Yaga says you are special because of the soul inside you. Your parents were struggling to conceive a son, or any further heir for that matter, and went to her for advice. She was the one who reincarnated the trapped dragon she had into your body.
Mm-hmm.
course.
Such power in a human. It has vast magic. You have vast magic. And she said that pragmatism of this was that if you were befriended by if all the covens took a personal stake, then if you do choose to come into your power, witch, you will be set up to take a great position, authority, and power, so choose. She said that was the reason for this. But I do think there was something more personal. She had been a long-time ally of the Charmilles, especially after your ancestor Sarkani took over.
She would naturally approve of, oh, you finally kicked the devil out to the curb, eh? Atta girl. Devil's a dumbass.
If she does not seek you out first, I would seek her. She will have some answers for you that I
Are you referring to Baba Yaga or her? Apparently dead. Okay, because speaking to a spirit of the dead, and I didn't know if you were like, oh yes, just go and speak to your ancestors too while you're at it.
It's not very easy. Once we pass through the river Styx or the roots of the Yggdrasil, however you want to phrase it, it's hard for a spirit to turn. Not impossible, but I am glad I got to see you last time. Truly, I'm sorry for all the mistakes I made.
I think you did a lot more good than you did bad.
Aw.
That's all we can hope for.
Yeah. So, when you...
For what it's worth, Alex, I don't care if you be a great witch or wizard, prince, or if you choose to go back to being a farm. I think you are already
Already a what?
a great man. I need to get a new microphone.
Connection with the underworld is spotty.
You're already a great man. Jesus Christ.
No. Like, sorry, I was agreeing with you. I heard the great man part. His eyes are, it's hard for him to make eye contact. He's clearly in his emotions. Well, I guess the one last thing I need is, when you do cross the river, can you tell my folks, the Alligiris, I mean, that I'm all right?
She not. I will. And the Charmilles as well.
Thanks.
You have a lot of family on that side of the River Styx, but you also have a lot on this side too.
Yeah, I'm in no rush to die. There's a lot to do over here.
Always more than you think, too.
Oh well. Well, I'm sorry it came about like this. I am grateful for everything.
I don't think I would have changed a moment.
Oh,
Anything I might have changed would have kept me from being part of your life.
Well, I'm glad that you were a part of mine. And
He smiles in a very motherly way.
Mm-hmm. And I think that about wraps up anything he has to say on the matter.
God damn. um,
Alex quiets down, but he's clearly thinking.
does that was all just to Alex, right?
Yeah, only Alex got to hear that.
He will brush you up, guys, later on what
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
learned, but
That is his to if and when to share.
But I'm curious if any of you have questions for the Hot Witch.
I actually have a
Are
question.
you single?
Oh, well, I have a question just for the DM. Do we have any of that, like, ghost booze around still when we used to have a ghost friend?
Oh,
And Ghost Bread.
I mean, yeah,
I have no fucking idea. 'Cause
Oh,
I don't
none
know
of
how
us,
much of that you guys use.
none of us drank it, and she had, like, cases of the shit.
Give the
I'm gonna
Ghost Booze
assume
to.
yes.
Yeah, well, it's
I'll allow you to bullshit that, sure.
okay. Thank you. Like, Gore doesn't say anything, but he does like a little like kind of like crook of the finger to like get her attention, and he's just gonna offer some ghost booze.
She raises. I'll upset, but might to offer that. She points to the psycho watching very closely.
Maybe booze would go well towards the Red Death Angel, yeah.
He
Janice is
gives a smile and a nod before doing a it's almost like a those weird like nod bow kind of things. Then he turns to the angel and does a little deeper bow and just holds out the booze.
The Red Draft returns the bow and takes the booze and puts the bottle in between its gaping Mike Mignola ring-shaped desiccated mouth, and the wine just sort of spills and filters through the rotten teeth into the body beneath.
yeah. That's what I expected.
Let's
Don't mess with me, lady. I've been drinking with skeletons.
Coincidentally, I picked up a Hellboy comic last night.
Yep. And that's the extent. Gore doesn't ask anything, doesn't try and push anything. That's it.
Well, Janice will step up to her. What happened to Alex's soul?
There was a dragon that was a terrible scourge. A vicious and cruel thing. And it was so careless in its cruelty that it managed to cross the Baba.
Mm.
So she's stuck in a fucking urn for 30,000 years.
The magnitude of this cannot be understated. You must understand, there are many Baba Yagas, there are many Grandmother Yagas in Slovak, but there is one that is the Baba Yaga. She is the oldest witch alive. Her bones are iron.
I've heard tale of the Baba
And
Yaga.
she has done such horrible acts in time in securing her power that her wrath is a terror even for. I don't know what whim made her decide that the creature's punishment should not be death, but she turned him into a fish, and she kept him
Fish?
a fish, and she kept him for years until a family friend approached her, hoping for help with conceiving a son. At which point she cooked that fish and kept its soul inside and fed it to the young mother so that the soul would be waiting for when she had a child next.
Blink.
When I
see.
asked Grandmother Yaga why she did this, her response was that you should never let a good thing go to waste.
I thought it was gonna be bitch head. I thought it was gonna be bitch had it coming.
That a dragon's soul is phenomenally powerful, even once it is separated from its body. And that she could in turn gift a beloved friend with a child who has phenomenal power, while also forcing that soul to live a life that would hopefully repent for the wickedness it showed. I think there was almost a strange mercy to it. Like she was trying to redeem this creature of its transgressions by giving it a second chance at its life. But she's an unfathomably old woman, and I honestly, to this day, I'm not sure how often her actions are genuine genius and how many of them are just pure delirious madness.
I see.
It's like,
Which I can say without fear now that I'm dead.
yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, wow,
Yeah.
that sounds like something you've been thinking for years but couldn't say. But now that you're dead, it's like, thank God, I can finally say it.
Oh. You see a spectral hand come out of nowhere, grab around her wrist.
I had you talking shit.
You think the dead are safe from me?
Oh.
You're lucky I like you, girl. Vanishes.
It occurs to Janice in that moment. She did it for the shits and giggles.
Yeah, that is what Janice thinks. Like, oh man.
This is one big elaborate prank. It's like, it's like, well, Mr. Big Terrifying Dragon, you think you're hot shit. Well, what if I put you in the body of a femboy?
This is what you get for trampling my rutabagas.
Get twinked, idiot.
God.
First, I'll put you in
Is-
the drink, and once time is done, you'll be in a twink.
Dragons love maidens, and now maidens won't be able to resist you. You'll have to beat them off with a stick.
They might capture you.
God damn it. Janice has like it's like a second of like 1,000 yen stare, like before snapping back to attention. Um, is Alex's body in danger?
When isn't it?
No,
shoot
I
like a-
mean, not more than any normal person's.
okay, so
The
it's
soul,
acclimated.
the soul is acclimated. It's the only soul that body has ever known. The body has been shaped by it. Has all bodies are subtly shaped by the souls that inhabit. The magic that soul is capable of channeling, that Alex may not be.
Okay. I'm, my specialty. I'm worried if whether or not I'll need to help keep his body from tearing itself apart.
Don't worry, dear. We're well past the phase he might have exploded.
I think you'll be okay. And you're
not
probably
worried
going to
about
be more concerned with him tearing other people apart accident.
There pauses again. I've got his scent.
So that's a very weird way to talk about Alex.
Not Alex. The one who did this to you.
Komarov, famous
Komarov. I told who I thought was you, but obviously no, it wasn't. But I've made a connection with the Lord of the Chase, as you can see by my motions at the everything right now.
The specter's eyes go wide. She takes a moment to formulate words. Good luck with that.
Like,
I'm not
Oh,
I'm
that's-
not one to judge or speak out against making such a bargain, but tread carefully.
In my defense, the initial connection was accidental. I reached an understanding with the Lord of the Chase during our conflict with it. And I don't know, part of it seeped into me. And then after what happened, I figured I could lean on that, and well, we need to find him and need to chase him.
hey, Shio.
Appreciate the sentiment. I'm
Do you
not
think
really
Alex-
looking for vengeance, but I do want Alex safe. Don't think Alex will be safe while Komarov is still out.
I agree. Do you think Alex will be okay if he kills him? Like, mentally?
I don't know. I think I still think of him as that gentle boy I met so many years ago, but he's growing, and he's already faced dark parts of the world I never wanted him to encounter. And I'm long past the point where I can predict and much less have any role in saying what sort of man he becomes.
Alex has killed in our journey before. We all have at this point.
And I'm
just
so
worried
normal about it.
I'm just worried about He does. Cormorant deserves whatever comes to him. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about Alex making a decision that he'll regret for the rest of his life.
Be not. That is a common worry when there's someone you care about, but ultimately, whether Alex makes that mistake is Alex's choice. And whether it's a mistake depends on how Alex reacts to it. I can't live his life for him any more than you can. All we can do is try to provide comfort, aid, and advice when it is wanted and when it can be given.
Yeah. That's true. Hell,
I have faith in him and in his heart. I think he will do what is right when the time comes. And it's
I will
not my
be-
place to judge him either way.
and I'll be there by his side as long as our paths continue together.
Thank you. She smiles and gives you a pat on the shoulder.
She goes to like step back, but then there's a moment of like something, crosses her mind. How knowledgeable were you about matters of the soul?
More than the average person, but I imagine there's a lot for me to learn given where I'm going.
Jen just looks over at the Red Death. Perhaps this is a better question for somebody else.
There would be few who are better to ask such questions than an angel. Which is a word you've never heard before.
What word was it?
Angel.
Ah. It's an angel.
Well, if demons are spirits from the place of life, angels would be their opposite in paradise. View them as the
Yeah.
stewards of the Elysian fields.
I hadn't considered their existence.
Most don't. Most are unaware of them. They are far more quiet than their downstairs neighbors. And prefer not to be given credit for their actions.
Why does it wear the visage of the Red Death?
That is a question for Lenora. I cannot.
Safe travels. Madame de
Same.
Cersei.
The same to you.
Oh, actually, this is not important, but what you always wore a mask, and I wore a mask. I wear a mask most of the time as well. What's your reason for that?
Petty vanity.
uh God damn it.
She's got you there.
Yeah. Well,
You ever heard of Narcissus? He was so beautiful, everyone fell in love with him. Well,
gives her one final nod and steps away for if Gore or Leica have anything they want.
And then Columbo steps up from behind you. Just one more.
Oh no! Well, Leica, Gore,
All right,
do you guys
Columbo.
have anything to?
Gordy did his thing.
You two.
Yep.
Leica, do you want to talk to Madame de Cersei?
I mean, she's the only one who hasn't. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
As much
Go
as
right
Gord
ahead.
talked, quote unquote.
Gord tried to get the MILF sloshed up one last time.
Yeah, and you thought I was gonna be the one who flirted with her.
Only to
Like
assume
it was-
he's flirting. He does that to everybody.
I know.
It's
Why-
yeah. Let's just say that Gore is the Rizzler.
I mean, I guess the other read is he flirts with everyone. Sorry, go on, Kay.
Micah will open up by taking the god bread and splitting it between Lenorel and Miranda.
Really want to have the visual of this fucking desiccated corpse in a robe taking a piece of bread and just shoving it through its teeth like a cheese grater.
But Blake's like, wow, Ares has stepped up his game.
Miranda
I have to
thanks you, but passes on it. She's not gonna need food where she's going.
Yeah, but you're one last time, so you might as well use god bread.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know. Elysian Fields do have some good food.
I can't
That's
eat
why
a
she's not gonna
lactose
need food where
intolerant.
she's going.
I can't.
Oh.
I'm lactose intolerant. You can't be lactose intolerant in heaven. It's always heaven.
Yeah. Lactose intolerant people go to hell. It's a rule.
Oh no!
Is Satan lactose intolerant? And that's why he's the last one to leave?
Yeah, that's what the Mormons believe.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I know I probably don't have right to, since I don't have much knowing you as a person as well as Alex, nor
Yeah, we
Um,
haven't really talked that much.
yeah,
Kind of a missed opportunity. How are you? Are you doing all right?
it's like yeah, it's like I never got to interact with this NPC. What can you tell me about first of all? What can you tell me about Komarov and Boone for?
Boone is a Count of Sheol, the Ring of Envy in Hell. Boone in particular is very fond of creating vampires and other cambions, but vampires in particular, which was part of his whole generations-long deal with the Charmel. There are some demons who believe that cambions could theoretically be used to replenish their ranks down in Hell. I'm not entirely sure on the specifics. I have not communed with that many demons myself. But Boone seems to be one of those that is under the
Yeah.
belief
When I went-
that cambion souls can be used in that manner.
Well, before I broke the sigil, he tried to tempt me with such offer and told him to fuck off.
Yeah. There are some demons that are reasonable to deal with. I have talked to some before, often with the aid of other wise spellcasters, Andromalius, Dentalion, Alicino on a good day.
On a good
Boone
day.
is not one of those. Boone has an agenda, and that agenda for mortals involves a lot of suffering. Komarov has definitely made a pact. If he, given how long he's been in the pact, it is likely at this point that he is some variety of vampire. Or at the very least has vampires in his sway. You've already met one of them. He had a doppelganger on his side, and that type of vampire. I know that he has many imps under his control, or as controlled as imps can be. Beyond that, Boone is a count, not a very high-ranking demon in hell, so I don't think you would have the threat of many higher-level devils at Komarov and Boone's employ. But at the same time, I can't count out the possibility of him making deals to pursue this venture. He has a significant grudge against the Charmilth. That said, if you could ally with a trustworthy demon of a higher rank, that could be quite a significant advantage in your favor.
Well, I recently just found out my grandfather's one of the Malabranch, so that's something.
Is he Alicino, or is he one of the other ones?
like it does the Excalibur face, like. There's a
One of the
reason
other
my
ones,
mom.
isn't
There's a reason my mom never talked about him.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, he was golden to me, but Rubicante ring a bell.
Ooh. Even Lenora, with its mostly frozen face, manages to look a little bit more unpleasant.
Yeah. But my grandmother on my father's side is Dame, so she's not quite as high, but she is Visaga, so.
Well, I mean, don't discount them, I suppose. I've heard good things about Visago. I think I've met Visago on a couple of occasions. She's pretty reliable, even if she's a lower rank of aristocracy than Boone is.
That thought crosses like his brain. It's like, no, I don't want to. But when we met,
if there's one thing demons love, it's fucking with each other. Maybe you can appeal to Rubicante on that level alone.
That said, I have met Red and Rabid. Do you know why the Malabranch have went missing?
I have heard rumors that there's something strange going on Plutone. Supposedly, the god Pluto and the goddess Prosperina are walking among the people. And supposedly, they have been capturing demons as a sign of their divine power. I don't think that makes a lot of sense from what I know of Pluto and Proserpina.
That don't sound right to me.
But I have not gone there to dispute it yet. There's been a lot of things to do, and I mean, I suppose I'm gonna have a very good chance to ask them about it when I leave here, but I won't be able to report back to you about it.
The Malabranch are this is out of character, but all the Malabranch are demons of wrath, right?
Yes, the Malabranch are specifically like the inner circle of Prince Abaddon himself of Wrath. So they're not only, aristocrats of that ring, but they are like specifically the personal task force of the king. They're the King's Guard, essentially.
Okay, so would like to know which of the other circles would have the most beef with the Circle of Wrath.
See, the problem is it's all of them.
Not fair.
We hate everybody.
Abaddon is not well liked. For some reason, the Demon Prince, whose whole thing is holding grudges and acting on them violently, doesn't have a good relationship with anyone else.
So it won't be that hard to get him to fight a Prince of Envy then.
Like all of the princes are dicks, but like Asmodeus and Beelzebub, they're party animals. They like to have a good time, so they're a bit easier to like. Maimon will kiss your ass while trying to get you to give him money, so at the very least he's like surface level pleasant. Lucifer still thinks he's the good guy in this situation, and so like he's never outwardly a dick, he's never like purposely trying to set you off. He's just a condescending asshole. But like I'd say Abaddon is probably tied with Belphegor for just being the most unpopular prince.
That Sheol.
And I mean, like, the thing of Sheol is like a lot of people actually do like Sheol because while Sheol is annoying about whining about what he doesn't have, he's also so fucking self-focused, and it's really easy to get him to do things by playing on his bad attention span. Like, all of Hell convinced Sheol to serve as Hell's like personal transportation surface in the mortal world, pretty fucking easily, because Sheol just never focuses long enough to realize that he's being used.
Right. Your Sheol is Leviathan, right?
Yes.
The
And
biggest,
also the
whiniest
Hellmouth.
snake.
Sheol is both the equivalent of Leviathan in Binsfield's Seven Princes of Hell, but also specifically the Hellmouth, which is a medieval concept of hell, like portals to hell literally being a giant monstrous demonic maw that rises up out of the earth.
Yeah.
So he's the embodiment of "Would you still love me if I was a worm?"
Read No Sympathies.
It's a really good book.
So good.
Read all of my
It's really
books. I don't really have to give this propaganda to our audience because they actually read it. But yeah, read my books.
I
I'm a good
really
author.
did pick up No
Yeah,
Sympathies.
all 4 people who watch this have all read your books.
They're my biggest fans, and I love
Good.
When we met, you knew my last name. Is that just witch intuition, or would you know something more?
I've met your parents.
Uh,
I wouldn't say we're friends or anything, but we did have an encounter once in the past. I sort of recognize
uh,
you have a lot of both your mother and your father in your face.
I go with
And I've met your grandmother on a number of occasions. So
Well, she
yeah.
actually did say Visago, so. That explains that.
Are they still killing monarchs and other nobility?
That was news to me when we approached Aphrodite. So not Aphrodite, but Minerva.
You just
Yeah, they've caused a couple of coups.
I've always thought my father was a jester because they didn't tell me anything about. I knew my mom was a monster hunter, and that my father was.
Well, one could say that is sort of the ultimate form of talking back to a king. So in a way, he is a jester.
And usually by the end, he's laughing.
Basically, like is coming to terms with the fact that, oh yeah, my dad's Weird Al, but also Weird Al was also John Wick.
And
So
the
she's
other
playing for-
realization, my dad is too cool. Stop it.
God, I'd watch that
Basically realizing,
movie.
like, this goofball of a man who couldn't take anything serious. He's also a guy who's murdered kings. Like it is
I mean-
currently trying to juggle that.
Yeah,
Your dad is
reconcile the
Weird
two
Al from the Weird
ideas.
Al biopic. The one where
Oh.
he's dating Madonna and killing drug cartels.
Yeah,
I mean, God, Scott. One of Scatha's characters was like, my dad's a world famous bard who looks like Weird Al, but he's also a level 20 bard. So
No Weird Al.
Yeah, yeah.
God, that was hilarious.
it's like, I'm
Yeah.
sorry I'm not home, dear. I was charming the pants off of a dragon.
So yeah, Leica's currently trying to come to terms with two separate worldviews of who her dad was and what. Like her mom's like, yeah, your mom has killed a lot of things. Even Demon's like, you know what? Yeah, I can see that. She's absolutely fucking terrifying. Please don't kill me.
But Doofus dad? That little twink?
That
I'll have
dumbass?
To be fair, he's a twink in comparison to wife.
I mean, yeah,
I
she does
mean-
have quite several inches on him.
Most people are twinks compared to Lilia.
And Corin's no slouch. He's like 6'6" or 6'3", depending on the canon.
It's like Dispatch, where everyone keeps calling him a twink when really he's a normal guy. He's just surrounded by freaks. Like Corin is not a, unremarkable man. It's just that his wife is an Amazon.
And he's just a twig in comparison.
If she
He's
calls
just a guy.
if she calls you a twink, you're a twink.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, dear.
You gonna eat them twinks?
That's not what they're. Yeah, you know what? Go ahead.
Anyway,
Cool. Runs off
Anyway,
with the femboy.
All right.
what would you? What
Can we
would
let
you
this
want?
dead woman rest yet?
Yeah.
Like before we got sidetracked, Mike was gonna ask before I let you go to your followers and before you go to respawn, what would you want me to do, regards with Alex?
Back to be a friend.
Do
Do what you have been doing.
how does he handle? Do you know how well he handles his alcohol at all?
He's drinking?
No, that I don't think I've ever seen that boy do any form of stress release. I'm trying to wonder what to do to because he has a lot running.
I mean,
of
just
him.
help
and-
ease him into it if you're gonna do that.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you, because he's so pent up and so beating himself up over everything, and everything just keeps piling on him. It's like he needs something.
You might maybe take him to Venusia.
Oh,
What? That's the thing. You did, and that was one of the first signs of. Wait a minute. Why are my memories fucky? Because the Venusian High Priestess said, "Oh, you kind of look familiar." The memory
fun.
erasing lotuses. So yeah.
God, we still have that favor from Venus to use at some point.
Oh, I have plans.
yeah. Well, we've been there, but that's when he slowly began to. That's when he initially realized that his memories were messed up.
Li-
He's gotta.
It's just really weird for me to think about stress relief for
Yeah, I'm not asking like in the.
yeah, maybe ask that question to him.
Yeah, I'm not asking.
I don't think
like,
buying him a teddy bear is gonna help anymore.
Oh,
One
yeah,
thing I
like
think about is my grandmother's cookies, but I don't know. I don't know where she is.
like
Anyways,
sometimes
have a good
shows
rest,
more
Lady,
trust-
Lady Miranda. Shame you didn't get to speak more candidly.
Well,
Life.
that's the nature of an improvisational tabletop RPG.
What?
Wait, what?
That's the nature of life. What did you think I said?
The last Leica will poop, poop, poop.
As Miranda answers more questions from other members of the assembled people, Lenorel, the angel of fucking death, approaches you all.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I want to know. Janice has been the masked face has been fucking locked on Lenorel. And when she approaches, visibly tenses, like the flesh wings, like curl in on themselves.
In your defense, I think anybody tenses when the spirit of death is in their face.
I mean, yeah, but she's currently wearing the visage of the Red Death.
Yeah.
Lenora looks at you all with that gaunt Mike Mignola corpse face and says, I believe we have a mutual acquaintance.
What?
Mutual acquaintance.
A once restless spirit named
Oh.
Cassidy.
Cassidy? You?
It was my assignment to help her soul find her way to final rest. But as I saw her see at the injustice of her, I offered her the chance to linger so that she might see justice brought to those that allowed her to die. There were some who escaped the Red Death that I feel should not. And for a time, Cassidy and I were of the same. And I admit this with humility. It seems you helped her realize peace that she needed did not require much. And it was with your counsel that she moved on, rather than mine. It is a great failure to admit on my part that I was not the one who provided such good counsel. So I must thank you for succeeding where I. Nevertheless, I still think justice needs to be carried out. Your friend's killer now resides in Pluto and carries a deadly treasure from the vaults of Castle Otranto.
Ooh.
From Castle
A
what?
philosopher's of Otranto.
Oh.
Fuck! Another Philosopher's Stone!
A philosopher's stone, which means there are now 2 in that city's vaults.
Oh.
But in addition to bringing this to your attention, I also have some advice. There are very few thieves who have robbed the vaults of Pluto and lived to tell the tale. Fewer still who would be inclined to do so again, but there is one such thief in this city. A doppelganger named Dose.
Oh! Fuck!
Well, you really thought we weren't going to do anything with the doppelganger?
No, I knew we were, but
Like, or they don't care. They don't care about their life or death.
I request that you bring justice to the one who left Cassidy to die. That you make sure these philosopher's stones do not end in wrongs. And that you continue to wise counsel to souls in as you have
because what?
as you have already done.
Yeah, I think this is probably the first time ever that she's cried, but like, does Litrop make your tears weird?
You can. Lich rot can be used as an explanation for a lot of bullshit if you want it to.
Fuck yeah. Oh, what's a fucky way?
That's
What's a
the
fucky
that's the
visual for
great thing
tears?
about magic. You can just say that it does it. That's the whole point of magic.
Yeah, what's a fucky visual? What's a fucky visual for tears?
I mean, it
Blood,
depends on how you want it to be
oil.
fucky. Like, do you want it to be gross? Because they could turn into like maggots that creep across your skin or something.
Okay, not quite. No, not that gross. Not
Could-
like that. Like
Could make it
Or like
liquid.
scuttling cockroaches that come out of your eyes.
Could do some like
No.
liquid
Ugh.
mercury.
yeah,
There you go. You can have that.
yeah.
Some
God.
mercurial tears.
Yeah, it's like coming out
Do the
from under
Kiryu
the mask.
tears.
So a red slash
Yeah.
across their face.
Ooh. Yeah. I guess yeah. I think this is the first time you've ever seen her cry. No, it definitely is. She pulls out the board that Cassidy was attached to. And looks down at it.
All right.
What was his name?
That's a really good question. Let me check my notes.
Just imagine how the Spectre of Death just reaches into his coat, pulls out a list. He's like, "What was that
Lenorel
fucker's name?"
tells you what his name is. So you don't have a very long pause of me searching for where I have that written down.
Okay.
And now you know it.
Now I know it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna do something hilariously edgy.
The name of what?
The person who let Cassidy die.
Wouldn't that be Prince Prospero?
So Cassidy was specifically tossed out and left to die by a guard in service of Prince Prospero, possibly.
Ah,
And
He did not escape.
I forget if we actually named him or not. And you know, it's been a while since I've thought about this plot thread, but when I realized that we were raising the dead this episode, I was like, oh, we could touch on the Cassidy stuff and sort of give it a bow finally. But now I'm like, fuck, what was this asshole's name?
Oh, Dick
It's gotta
Dickinson.
have one.
yes, Amontillado.
I'll fucking prick him into a wall. God, his fate is not going to be kind.
Red Death just told you, hey, somebody escaped the Red Death.
Also, also they're also sealing away the demons in Plutone.
Yep.
So his death not only going to be kind, but he's also just pissed off the entire circle of wrath.
Well, we don't know if he's the one involved. We don't know if he's the one who did it. It's possible.
The Circle of Wrath is not going to care.
Context clues, Nora. Someone
Hey,
has a Philosopher's Stone who survived the Red Death from who also threw Cassie out. So Prosperina and Plutone are said to be walking in Plutone and sealing away demons to show them light.
I know it's a possibility.
Possibility.
I'm just
This would be the
no,
Gotcha
no.
and the Columbo episode.
No need to fight about our theorizing.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Point being, we have some new quest markers in our Fallout campaign right now.
Yay!
Oh,
A lot of information
wow,
about Plutone.
Yeah.
I can't wait to go to go to the Sierra Madre. That sounds fun.
Oh no.
Oh God, we have to break into a vault. It is a Sierra Madre.
Fuck. Janice like looks at the rest of you and hesitates. What am I?
God knows.
This is not what he says, but join the club.
No, no, like
You're-
she looks at you guys, hesitate, and then asks Lenoriel,
Oh.
"What am I?"
You are immortal.
No, it's not what I mean.
I know it's not what you mean. But the distinction that you think makes you aberrant is not one that would be seen in the eyes of divinity.
The what?
This, in the eyes of divinity, you must understand that the divine is a many-fold and multifaceted. All gods are one and all gods are many. Your existence of being two souls or becoming one, and yet still two, seems like a contradiction to your. It is simply closer to the divine than most mortals
Oh.
experience. What is individual and what is collective are not as separate concepts as you think this limited sphere. You are immortal, blessed with an understanding or an opportunity that others rarely see before them. Make use of it. Live your unique experience and bring it with you when you cross the river Styx and find your way to the undiscovered. That is what all mortals to do.
She nods. Like she tries to speak, but just can only just nod.
It is not your place as a mortal being to understand everything for you. It is, however, your place to try and understand as much as you can. And I would be doing a far worse crime than the ones I have already committed if I denied you the joy and the learning experience of figuring it out yourself.
You're lucky she likes that shit, because she gets that.
Yeah, you should. You're a fucking wizard and a witch.
Yeah, yeah. She loves that shit. So that's thank you.
Lenore nods, and if no one else has questions for the Grim Reaper,
Why do you wear the vestige of the Red Death?
She is.
I was a Red Death before you gave a plague that name. But as for why I wear the face of a corpse of the Red Death, for the last 10 years, my job has been tending to those that were slain by it. The experience has left
Has left what?
a mark.
Ah. I understand. Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah, no other questions. The Grim Reaper is going to depart with the deceased. Funeral ends. There's snacks in the joining conference hall where you can all and share memories, laugh about the good times. You know, like a real few.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, you are approached by Nadja DeCarpi, the interim high priestess of Hecate. Well, I hope you got some good answers and were able to say some farewells. I do have 2 orders of business to discuss with you when you're ready. Just thought I would let you know. Willing to provide whatever comfort I can. She was a very good woman.
Yeah. And what's that second order of business?
Well, it feels some crass. The 2 orders of business. Firstly, we have decided after conferring this that fate doppel.
I'm sorry, you're
Should be-
really breaking up again.
Fuck. God damn it. Well, so the 2 orders of business. First, after conferring with Miranda, we have decided that the fate of the doppelganger that was involved in her death should be given to you to decide should you wish to. Otherwise, we will decide it ourselves, but we are giving you first say in how we deal with this. Secondly, Crossroads is very close to a canyon that we've been calling the Charnel Canyon. It's a very large gorge that people have been shipping corpses killed by the Red Death about a decade now. And it seems there might be something in there that's eating.
Oh.
And
no.
You all seem like a fairly hardy band of adventuring folk. We were going to offer you a reward to deal with it. Again, this feels really crass to be talking to about at a funeral, but if you want 10,000 Zenit, you can go check that out. Probably should have saved that for later. It feels really weird to be discussing that here.
What was that? To go deal with what?
Something's eating people out in the giant canyon that they've been filling with corpses of Red Death victims. There's like a giant unmarked mass grave, and something's been eating people in there. You know, just a giant canyon that's filled with corpses from 10 years of plague victims. You want to check that out?
Yeah,
you want to go have a little fun time spelunking down there?
Yeah, we might need to we might need to burn the pit.
Sounds like a job for...
This has to be Monster Hunter, so...
And I've dealt with plague corpses before. Yeah.
Sorry for your loss.
That was, that gets a look like.
After 1 minute of awkward silence, you got to end that situation somehow.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll go look into that and then get back to you, I guess. Any idea what? Like, has anyone seen anything? What kind of people have been getting eaten?
I've
Is
given
anyone
you all
nearby?
the information I have.
Okay. Thank you.
That's good enough. That's good enough for like us. A good start to a Witcher quest.
Do you think I want to go into the ravine full of Red Death victims to see what's been eating them?
Yeah. Fun time.
That's your job, schmuck.
So one place you went.
No,
All right.
I can't get addicted again.
So, sounds like we're heading into the pit.
Into the pit.
But before we do, I imagine we're gonna rest for the night.
Yeah.
Like it gives everyone all the cookies she got.
Aw.
Munch, 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 munch.
Aw. Thank you.
And also, today was a hell of a. And like is just gonna pour everyone drinks too.
With the cookies handed out to him, Gore tosses his up in the air, then like flicks out a tongue and catches it, then snaps it back into his mouth.
Fucking frog.
Exactly.
You guys can go ahead and have it. Right now, like, build up some bonds.
God, yeah, I haven't fucked with bonds in a while.
I don't really
You
need to.
gotta fuck with bonds. They're an important mechanic.
Yeah.
Alright, Alex.
Just
If you ever need to talk or anything, or just need to let off some steam, I'm always here for you, you know?
Mhm.
So if you just want to spa or do anything to...
That goes double for me, says Travis.
God damn it.
Bring
brought
it
that back.
Oh.
Like it grabs Travis by the neck, and it turns out to be the imp that was narrating shit the whole time.
That's
What sort of
Travis.
imp is named Travis?
What demon gives out their real name?
I am changing Janice's mistrust bond to loyalty.
Yay!
Aww. Aww.
You
I
summoned
feel like this. Yeah, we summoned some demons and shit together. I feel like that we did like hit a change in their relationship. And yeah, you know what? You're also getting that. Your mistrust is also getting turned to loyalty.
You know exactly where Leica stands.
Yeah. No. I think that those two kind of like understand each other better than they have. Hey, Gore.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but loyalty is becoming mistrust.
Wow. We had one slightly negative conversation.
No. This is actually
That's
been
how it
building
be
for a bit
sometimes.
because it's been building for a bit because Gore has been like cagey and weird about like even like where he came from and shit, and then
He's a
like
No one's asked.
yeah, he has been cagey.
Look,
He wouldn't
It
tell
is-
you. He wouldn't really tell you if you did ask, really. But no one's asked.
see, this is just. I accept this because it's going to lead to a very interesting conversation. You don't tell us anything, Gore. Okay, what do you want to know?
Oh, shit.
Here's my credit card number. Here's my mother's maiden name, and
my social
yeah.
security number, my the
See.
hospital I was born into.
Let's see. My
the name of my
sister's
first pet.
gay. My brother's dead. What else do you need?
Yeah, like Gore's
I
chewing on
will
his
say-
pipe, and he's like, "Well, it all
My
started
favorite
when
from
I
the
was
movie,
born."
what other security?
It's a
questions
very
do you wanna know?
hungry tadpole.
I will say,
Sorry.
he also has affection.
No, it's fine.
It's not like
I'm giving
know,
you shit, Nora. It's fine.
yeah, it's not like she hates him. It's just like, you know, you've been kind of cagey, and I'm just kind of realizing that.
Also, I still have Janice's name on my sheet as medic in all caps, and
I
like,
just
8 exclamation
I just
points.
keep adding names to mine. I have Janice, Birdmask, Hole, Beakface.
I have not been any of those things in a while.
I know. I just keep
That's what
adding
makes
names.
it so funny.
It's every
See,
time
Alex
got a
is...
new name or title, I add it. It's great. Sorry.
Alex is admiration, mistrust, and affection. I don't know if that changes.
Remember correctly.
It's okay to mistrust him.
I think yeah.
And
I
also
think the
add bonds of
mistrust-
NPCs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love, hatred,
Like you can
Mhm.
you can double up on
Boom.
bonds too, right?
hatred.
What do you
Hmm?
mean double up?
Like have the same type of bond, like loyalty or mistrust or whatever.
You can have a max of 3 bonds with a character.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have loyalty and admiration and a third thing. But you can't have like 2 loyalty.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I was pretty sure that was it, but I wasn't sure.
It's okay. You don't know where the pendulum is going to fall yet with Alex.
Yeah.
I have 3 bonds with Alex. I don't know what to.
Oh yes, bond hatred. No, I'm just kidding.
How do you spell fuckface's name?
FUCKFAC.
You know what I mean.
I don't. Who is fuckface?
Not
The,
Rasputin.
yeah,
Komarov.
not Rasputin.
Komarov.
Komarov.
Yeah, DZ's got it.
Thank you.
I don't feel any of those.
What a slimy, horrible character Komarov is so far.
Yes.
Yeah, he's I feel like I have to have a bond with him because now I've got like I've literally got a set and want to fucking get him.
Was Kormarov the slimy wizard we met in Minerva with the
Mortimer?
No,
No.
that was a different guy. But you did, or at the very least, Alex briefly saw Komarov in the Lord of the Chase's Dreamscape.
Yeah.
Essentially, because Alex was deep in the astral plane, he ended up accidentally connecting with Komarov, who was looking for him through the astral plane.
Hunting him, even.
Yep. And Komarov was like, "Come to me, I'm your friend." Like a real fucking creep.
You can trust me,
Yeah.
boy.
And now that shit's getting turned on him.
Yep.
I'm sure this is completely healthy.
Absolutely.
There will be no negative consequences except for the pain of my body ripping itself into new contortions. I'm a healer.
goes.
It's fine.
Yeah. If we've done all of that, I guess we rest up and prepare to descend into the chasm.
Yeah.
You got 50, I think, not for Battlefield.
Next
What?
time.
We got 50 minutes. I think we can out of.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Oh my.
You follow and eventually find the Great Big Canyon, wherein corpses have been left rot for about 10 years. Stacked
Mm.
high, rotting, stinking, putrescent. You can enter from any direction you like.
Do we have
This seems like a this seems like a good spot over here. It looks
Yeah,
like
this
a
is,
natural
this
cave.
would make sense. This would make sense since Crossroads is to the south of the fucking Charnel Valley.
Charnel
Yeah.
Cal. Yeah.
Yeah, the Charnel Valley or the Charnel Canyon. Yep. Just a whole lot of putrid, rotting corpses. Go ahead and explore a bit. Move your little tokens around for my delight.
I see ghouls
Uh,
looking north.
As you do, several corpses move and stand and approach you with gaping jaws and open arms.
Ah, fuck.
Roll
Roll
initiative.
initiative.
I was gonna say, did we get an island beat?
That would be a 25 from Leica.
Yeah, you guys win. As you see these horrible, rotten ghouls, these revenants, I should be specific. These revenants rising at you.
Excuse me?
Some have like blood-stained teeth from where they've been eating Red Death victims, but they much prefer their meat fresh.
All right. Kill these fuckers fast then.
Yeah. Fuck. These things have to. There could be plague here. That's terrifying.
Okay.
I'm flying, just to be clear, because I have my Theriomorphosis going. Hey,
Who wants to attack first?
gang. Do you mind if I just, like, drop an elephant's foot here?
Go ahead. I'm currently looking
Cool.
up alchemy.
Yeah, I'ma just do an ultra magic. Plus 40. Nora, why didn't you put this in? Why didn't you put the how much damage it does in your sheet? Fuck.
Do you think fighter plus G? Power. That's right, you have big
God damn
eyes.
it, Nora. It does like
Man.
45 or 50 damage, but I gotta fucking find it.
The big thing, does it have the thing that some of the ultimate magic spells have, where it ignores damage resistances? Because that's important.
Yes.
If it does have that, then it is enough to curb stomp all of these otherwise poison immune revenants.
Aha.
Keep your guard up though,
Yeah.
because that's the warm up.
As you utterly devastate these horrible zombies, revenant, you feel the ground vibrate.
Oh.
Anyway, feel free to explore.
I don't like the music.
Yeah. This fucking Undertale or Earthbound music.
Among. This is it's Undertale. It's Amalgam.
Do you all
It is-
feel that?
As you approach
did.
this area with the darkened earth, you realize that something has been tunneling through the ground here. There's all these. It sort of looks like if you go in a yard that has moles, and you just see these areas where there's depressions in the dirt from where the mole tunnels have collapsed since they've left. That's sort of what it looks like. There's something that's been routinely tunneling around.
How big does the
Much, much bigger than a mole.
are we talking like gnome sized or bigger?
I'm talking like this entire ring around this red chunk here is part of a tunnel.
Oh, okay. So it's not
Big
red
And like a
cap.
mole tunnel is roughly the width of a mole. So looking at this dark ring here, That's roughly the width of whatever was digging. Vibrates.
Would Laika's Monster Hunter knowledge help her in this situation?
Go ahead and roll a double insight check. Plus
What?
+2. Difficulty
Alright.
14.
Okay, Laika. $14 on the dot.
Grot. Okay. So there's a lot of things that burrow and dig, but looking at the width of this, you think this is probably a Scolex, which is a type of massive, venomous, carrion-eating worm. While primarily scavengers, when they get sufficiently big, they do take live prey. And there's one species in particular, the Conqueror Scolex, that gets
Damn it.
big enough when fed well enough that it can even take down like medium-sized dragons.
So the conquering
my
worm.
My mother killed one of these once. We're dealing with a Scolex.
A Scolex. Is there
What,
any
Particularly
trying to-
judging by the missing people and the size of those holes, I think we're dealing with a Conqueror Scolex.
That doesn't sound good.
No, that sounds bad.
Yes, a giant carrying eating worm that when it gets big enough eats live prey, including
Hmm.
medium-sized dragons when it gets to a certain size.
That's
Well,
extremely
to-
concerning.
not to alarm anyone, but I'm not exactly medium-sized.
Janice looks at you like, did you just make a joke?
No, there's no humor whatsoever in it. He's genuinely concerned about the giant man-eating worm.
Okay.
The drake-eating worm, you mean?
Yeah, what country did what's it? Would Laika have known about the Fields of Dessalise in Frankane?
Laika's not from Frankane.
At this point, no, because the Field of Dessalise are no longer desolate.
Oh, that's
Um,
nice.
Yeah, I don't, you know, for those who have kept up with Currents of War, when you guys left the Field of Dessalise, plant life started to grow there for the first time in years. And by this point, you know, a couple of hundred years after Currents of War, that field is once again a vibrant and lively place. It's no longer called the Dessalise.
Oh, ain't that nice? Except now we
Yeah.
have to deal with the fucking worms. The worms! The worms!
Is there anything that these worms can't stand?
DM?
There's nothing that they can't stand. I can tell you how to sort of draw it out. They are attracted. They hunt primarily by vibration when they're hunting.
Oh,
So if you can make yourself sound like a big enough meal without sounding like a possibly dangerous meal, it might draw the one out.
that gives me an idea.
Well, we also
Hey,
need to before all these corpses are, well, gone, those scavengers aren't continually eating off them.
Yeah, but we can worry about that after we worry about the worm, I think.
I'm saying we can do two birds with one stone, or two worms in one boom.
I think I see
Uh-huh.
movement over there.
Although we have, sounds like we got incoming.
Yep, you do hear a ghastly chorus of wails as several revenants begin shambling towards. And as they do, the ground shakes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, that's a big one.
as an enormous
Oh my
fucking
God!
polychordate worm emerges out of the earth and promptly devours in one swing an entire horde of revenants before turning its three-eyed head to all of you and chittering its jaws.
I don't suppose I could calm this worm down.
I'm willing to allow you to try.
Okay. I'm gonna do like what I did with with Ollie and the not Myrmidon. Myrmidons?
The Myrmekalian.
Yeah. Myrmeklion, thank you. I'm gonna like let out a wave of like healing warmth to try and soothe it.
It rears its head back as it feels this, and then you can't blink. It doesn't have eyelids, but it sort of stares at you in vacant surprise, unsure what that was about.
All right.
Its mandibles chittering as it tries to figure out what's going on in this bizarre situation.
You're just living, getting food. There's no need for this to become violent.
Janice,
Just
if this thing runs
Yes.
out of bodies, where do you think it's going to go next?
there's currently a lot of plague corpses that this thing could actually do a lot of good taking care of. It can clearly eat them without getting the plague.
Have you given
If
it a
we can-
thorough medical examination?
Look at it, it's healthy. More than healthy.
What's like his prognosis?
It's very healthy, Skolex.
Very healthy.
Does anyone have the beast speech feature of chimerism?
What? There's mandibles going on here. Do I think chitters could communicate with it?
It might want to eat jitters.
It does want to eat all of you,
Yeah, but
but
it's
it's
all of
confused
us.
enough. It's confused by the lack of fight or flight reactions enough to take pause.
Okay, I'm going to summon chitters. Scoop up chitters. All right, chitters. You try and get across the feelings that I did to you when we met. The calm and attempt at communication. This thing's clearly more intelligent than just a beast like you were.
Jitter takes offense.
I have a +5 to calm monsters.
Hmm.
So can I roll something here?
Yeah, we can roll a persuade.
Okay. Persuade. 18.
That beats what it's got.
Okay.
You still don't have a way of communicating complex thoughts with the, but at this point,
Yeah.
its curiosity is overwhelming its desire to eat, possibly because it's a very well-fed Skolex.
Can I do
Chitters
a
tries to communicate with ant language, but unfortunately a polychordate worm does not speak ant.
Can I do a chimerism plus alchemy ritual to compose a commune with worm potion?
Or just a
I have-
commune of worm spell. Yeah, I'd allow it.
Between the two of us, we should be able to do that.
I have 3 levels in Tinker, which is all invested into alchemy as well as chimerism ritual.
So fucking go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, well said you could. No, that's not just me saying it.
I know. It's like,
Right.
okay, I do it.
Well, figure out the math of the ritual. There's a whole page in the book.
Fuck.
Do I gotta find this for you again? You guys do it all the time. You should start figuring it out.
Well, the DM has to decide what
The
roles
DC
we need
is.
for rituals.
Well, I think
Yeah.
you can figure that out with the rules in the rule book because,
Yeah.
like, it has the math right there for you.
Yes, it does.
Let me scroll through the thing.
I will
Finding ritual
provide.
math.
Thank you. Look, you know, I came in here like, oh yeah, we're gonna fight something, but then I was like, you know, we've communicated with things that really most people haven't. Like we made friends with Ollie. And this thing is, you know, just mostly eating corpses.
Alright, I found it. Ritual.
Excellent.
Yeah, so, this is an individual, you know, it's a creature. Well, actually, we'll say small because it's a large creature. That's what it says. So that means MP cost is ×2. You're sensing thoughts, influencing emotions, dispelling curse, so you're creating, that'd be 40. 40 times 2 would be 80. That'd be the MP cost. And the difficulty level would be 13.
Do you have ADMP, Leica?
I
But
don't
if you're
think
both
so.
doing it, you can split it between the two of you.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
doable.
Yeah, that's doable. I have ADMP. I just spent half of
I
it,
have
you know.
I have 62. I mean 69 MP. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I've got 44 left right now because I spent half of it to kill those ghouls. 40-40?
Yeah. So we
There
roll
we go.
a. Insight
Gotta
plus
be a
insight, I think?
13.
Either way,
Hey, there.
I'm re-rolling those.
Fabulous
that's,
point.
Fabulous
No, wait.
points,
I did
bro.
the wrong one. I did the wrong one.
Oh,
That
okay.
That would be insight plus willpower, I think. So oh, no modifiers
No
from
modifier.
being helped.
I mean, you could make it a group check, and everyone involved in the check could, like, possibly add one by getting it higher.
Roll that d8. Okay, that's an 8 plus 6, which is 14.
Yep, and 13 is what you need, so that's a success.
Whew.
All right.
I was sweating.
Strange little moving meat. Doesn't run, doesn't scream, doesn't fight.
Hello?
Strange little moving meat talks.
Yes.
What curious moving meat?
We heard that you were here eating, and
Yes,
that is
so
okay.
much meat here.
Yes.
Bring it in
Uh,
buckets.
yes, but you see, you have eaten some people who you shouldn't have.
Yes, that moving meat ran and screamed and fought.
Yes, you shouldn't eat that.
I don't like the fighty meat. Did taste good.
Yes, but the more of that meat you try and eat, the more danger you put yourself in, too.
This is true.
And there is
And
plenty
there
of
is
meat.
still plenty of corpse meat.
Yes. And if you make friends with the meat that runs and fights, there is a lot of corpse meat to be cleaned.
It cocks its head.
What is make friends?
Hmm.
God.
Are these worms typically solitary?
Yeah, Skolexes generally are solitary creatures. They, at most they'll like tolerate one's company for mating and then go right back off on their separate ways.
Okay,
Especially the larger varieties like the Emperor, like the Conqueror Skolex.
companions? Maybe temporary companions, maybe longer.
That word is also strange.
When think of it as having a mate that is permanent, that gives you food, and
you
also
don't
procreate.
mate with them.
I do like getting food. I don't know if I want to mate all the time. That sounds a lot.
No, no mating. You do not need to mate.
But then
But-
they're not a mate.
Is this
It is another. It
Yes,
is similar, but not the same.
is this spell only affecting
To a
Leica and
I'd say all of
Janice?
you can talk to it
Okay.
just because that
Yeah,
makes for
yeah.
a more fun scene.
Alright, so seeing this angle not quite go how they'd hope, Gore's going to speak up and goes, it's like when the little carrion birds wait for the bigger carrion birds to open the corpse. Don't need to be friends, but you help each other.
So, I would help moving meat eat corpses?
Moving meat would help bring you corpses.
And I wouldn't eat moving meat in return.
Because that way
Yes,
you get more
because
corpses.
then you wouldn't get any more corpses.
I only eat moving meat because I'm not thinking that these corpses stay forever. But if moving meat bring more corpses, then I wouldn't need to eat moving meat. And I wouldn't get hurt by moving meat when moving meat try to fight.
Exactly.
I like this making friends, as you call it. I will make friends with moving meat if moving meat brings me corpses.
That's good enough for me.
Yeah, there's a. You are not sick.
No.
How?
Mm.
Hey, hey DM,
All right.
just
Yeah.
just going back on like the history of the fucking plague and all that. Did it ever seem to affect scavengers very much?
For the most part, yeah, it affected everything.
Interesting.
Everything that was flesh and blood.
Okay.
That said, it's not like people were doing really thorough examinations of what was going on with the wildlife during the plague.
So this guy could
um,
have grown, or his species could have gotten more resistant.
It might be that Skolexes are just naturally resistant to a type of virus that makes the Red Death. It could be that this particular Skolex just proved to be resilient to it, that it might just have lucked out in terms of its immune system.
And as you
you
pointed
would-
out before, you need to have blood to begin with for it to be affected by it. And this being a big worm, they typically have different like fluid anatomies.
They
Yeah,
have a
that's
blood
true.
equivalent that can be affected by the red. Like
Mm.
arthropods were not exempt from the red.
Yeah.
Okay.
like it affected all animal and some veg. But like that's a generalization, and it probably hit some more than others. And like with every plague, there are just like some anomalies. Like when West Nile was tearing through here in Michigan, we had a couple of years where there were a shitload of robins because most of the crows and blue jays had died out. Because for whatever reason, robins were just more resistant to West Nile than corvids were.
Okay.
So, you know, without doing a longitudinal study with multiple individuals, you can't be for certain what happened here, but it seems that at the very least, this particular Scolex was resistant enough to the Red Death to be able to eat all these corpses without having any noticeable ill effects.
That's fascinating. If only, oh God, if we discovered you years ago,
Yeah, could have done some wonders.
the amount of life that could have been saved.
Just imagine if we had this thing would have been like 5 times its current size and so bloated it could barely move.
Oh God, we're gonna turn this worm into Thumberchod.
Yes, Wormberchod.
Wormbachod. Yes, make friends. We'll have some of the moving meat come and try and continue this communication so we could work out specifics.
If moving meat bring corpses, I will not hurt moving meat.
Okay. And we could probably get some transportation from other plague pits to here as well. That'll help clean out those and keep our friend here fed.
Good. Farewell, moving meat. And the worm goes back into its...
Whew.
Congrats, gang. You beat the boss.
Not gonna lie, I was
Once again, pacifist running this quite severely.
I was serious.
Not
Yeah,
for
this
like
is
lack
Janice
of
to the-
trying.
this is Janice to the others. Not gonna lie, I was seriously expecting that to not work this time.
But it's...
It's almost as if
I-
every single unreasonable person we've met was a person
Yeah,
and not a
I just-
monster or an animal.
Man,
looks to Alex like when I saw it rear up, I couldn't help but remember Ollie
Dun, dun, dun,
and
dun.
healing his horn. Just
okay.
why doesn't this creature deserve that same
Oh God, there's two I like this.
concern?
I really like spells. No, I'm joking.
This is to you. Like this. They are talking to you guys, looking at you specifically, Alex.
Oh no. There's
Yeah,
more of them.
He's not arguing the point. He gets it.
I can't. Oh no, like has learned Shadow Clone Jutsu.
Oh no. It's eating corpses, but which is for some people would be understandably uncomfortable, but it's just its nature.
Mm-hmm.
God, if only someone had discovered this sooner. God.
Well, you don't know how long that worm has been there.
Maybe. Probably. Just I burn plague pits.
Yeah, that was what I was about prepared to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that worked out. Guess we should head back and let them know.
Yep.
Mhm.
You guys come back to Crossroads and tell Nadja about the deal that they just got to make sure that if travelers want to get through that canyon well, just make sure that you're bringing some corpses and leaving.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter
Also,
what the
like-
corpses are of, the creature's not pissed.
Yeah, but also like this could be a boon for places that are overwhelmed with plague corpses. Crossroads could probably make some kind of a deal with people nearby or whatever to help clean them out.
At the very least, they could station a witch outside of the canyon to warn people.
The whole wizard.
Yeah.
Listen,
The whole
listen.
wizard!
There are so many witches who just live for the idea of being the omen of doom to warn people. There's gonna be like 13 people fighting for the chance to be the one to tell people about the giant worm that needs to be fed corpses.
Here's the canyon of the conqueror one.
You're doomed if you go there. You're doomed.
Fuck yeah, right? Good.
You gotta eat a corpse before it leaves, and if you don't bring it one, it'll be your own.
Oh yeah. We got 10,000 Zenit.
Neat.
There's 4 of us, so I definitely needed the money.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's 10,000? So we all get 2,500?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not broke anymore.
Yay!
How much money do you have?
I had 500.
I had 100.
You still have a couple
I
thousand.
just spent.
Like
I
I had
just spent,
1,600 after she fused her armor, so 2,500 plus 1,600 is 1,440. I mean, 440. I think.
I had.
Wait a minute.
3,000
10,000 Zenit exactly. We could purchase the Ruskalvakian box.
How many do we want to?
Sure.
I mean,
Why not?
it's a box with a rabbit, which has a duck, which has an egg, which has a needle, which has a soul.
Which you can put a soul in.
Mm.
You can trap someone's soul in that.
We'll keep that in mind later.
Or you can put your own soul in that to possibly kill you by normal means. The Crumbly
That would
Man knows if you can't be killed by natural means, you're invincible.
Yeah. But yeah, no, spending some Zenit on Phoenix materials would be probably helpful.
Fuck yeah. Phoenix tonic, Phoenix shower. 5,000 Zenit per dose.
Power.
Fuck.
How much time do we have?
15 minutes.
Okay, I think we can wrap up the other matter
Mm.
before the session's end. Deciding the fate of the Doppler.
Yes, this is it. Alex,
Yeah, no, he's.
I'm gonna put this. I think it should be your decision.
Well, thank you. I had a mind to speak with her anyways. I'd prefer to speak with her alone.
Okay.
I'll go and ask where she's being kept and head that way.
You go to Larry, the whole wizard who opens up the dank hole that she's been trapped inside the magical oubliette. She looks up as the sky appears above her again.
Hmm.
Hey,
Hey. You'll tap into a little bit of the dragon magic just to float on down.
shit, joining the condemned in the oubliette. That's pretty ballsy.
Yep. Well, everybody else says that I should decide what to do with you. So here I am, and he parks his butt down.
Shit.
I obviously have a lot of complicated feelings right now, but obviously, if I'm going to decide whether you live and die, I reckon you deserve someone to be on your level and look you in the eye.
She stares at you at that comment. It's man, how do I respond to that without sounding blatantly manipulative? Thanks? That's not something I expected to receive.
Well, I think what you said is you didn't know what was the whole story going on.
Yeah, I was told to lure you to a place by an old creep, taking the form of a lady I crossed paths with. I didn't ask questions.
Right.
I wasn't told that it was going to be that whole situation. But in all fairness, I probably could have guessed it was something close to that and chose not.
Right. Well, awkward as this is, my name is I am Alexei. He thinks about it for a second and remembers his full birth name that he was given. It's like, well, as it happens, I am Alexei Alighieri Fyodor Sharmil. Blending his family names together.
Dan, you have so many names. You a prince or something?
Well, point of fact is, yes, apparently.
Oh, fuck.
In all fairness, please do not panic. I have not been nobility for, I don't know, since I was 5.
That sounds like you've got a lot of complicated stuff going on that I was not aware of when I took this job.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's a good way to put it. There's a lot of. I'm not trying to bog you with all of the details. It's right.
It's I don't really feel I have a place to complain.
Well, to make a long story short, that man who hired you, well, he's been at this for a very long time, and he wanted to finish the job. So there's that.
Yeah. Yep, this sounds like I'd really stepped into something I did not understand and don't really want to be involved in anymore. I'm sorry.
Well,
I
I'll accept the sorry.
terrible.
Clearly, it was you were doing a job, and I imagine in your line of work, you're not supposed to ask too many questions.
You are being really understanding, and it's just making the guilt feel really, really bad.
Good.
Oh, well, I gave you my name. What's yours?
Dosa.
Dosa. Well, it would have been pleasant to meet you under different circumstances, I'm sure. Dosa.
No, it wouldn't. I'm a doppelganger.
I mean, I travel in the company of a Cambion, so
Yeah, the girl with the glasses.
yeah.
That's a different sort of thing. She lucked out. Her ancestor did the deed while wearing their true form. So she gets to be more whole than I.
Right. Doppelgangers are sort of vampire, aren't you?
Yeah. I don't get to exist without hurting. It's sort of the deal.
Yeah. As in any guilt you feel about causing me duress, I'm sure that's a different kind of hell. Listen, Dosa, I realize you're not really malicious, and I have to appreciate the fact that you did not help that awful man to try and kill me actively, so I don't see why you should die here in this hole.
Fuck. Well, this is not how I expected this.
Before you jump to any conclusions, I was talking with my friends, and well, answer me this: like, the Crossroads is a place only you can enter if you've been shown here. How did you know about this place?
I've worked with witches in the past.
Right.
I've been on a few.
Yes.
That's why Komarov sought me out. I apparently the one doppelganger he could find who had at one point seen Miranda de Circe could copy.
Right.
I'm not really sure how he figured that out. I wasn't even aware I had seen Miranda de Circe until he described her.
Well, the man actively conspires with, hell, so I'm sure he's capable of all sorts of bizarre things. But fact of the matter is, you've clearly been around the block, and I hope you don't misunderstand. This is not purely something for, this for that in exchange. If we didn't need your services, I would still let you go, but I was talking with my friends, and I heard that you have managed to get inside the vaults of Plutone.
There's a spark of excitement in her eye. Yeah.
Well, clearly you're an expert on the matter, and we have business in there, so
Really?
I would. Yes.
What are you looking to steal?
I didn't exactly get the details of it. Obviously my head's been at a very different place. But once we get out of here,
sorry.
we can bring you up to speed. But yeah, no. I would appreciate the help, obviously, because I would prefer not to die.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that feels fair.
And understand this isn't like a life debt thing or whatever. It's just,
Oh no, you don't get to make that decision.
well, I do. Everyone
No,
says
you don't get to make that decision. I get to decide whether this is like a life debt. You know, it's my life.
Okay,
I
yes,
decide
that's-
what it's paying for. So
Okay,
I
fair
think
enough.
this is
You are
actually
right.
going to be a life debt thing, Mr. Prince.
Just Alex.
You sure? I think Prince suits you pretty well. You got those nice little tresses.
I've been Alex for the last 20-some years. Alex is fine.
Are you sure? Have you tried it on yet?
No, I
And
haven't.
I'm just saying, don't write off a new identity just because you're used to an old one. Maybe it's just my own mercurial nature of existence, but you know, try on a different name, try on a title, see how it suits you. You might like the taste of it on your.
You don't make me ship this.
Well, I'll take that under consideration. I suppose you would know of more things about identity than I. I've recently been going through a crisis about that. But everything's fine now, or at least I hope things will get better from here. But right. So is that a deal?
Yeah, I'll say that's a deal. It sounds fair.
Cool. Reach out a hand.
She reaches out a pseudopod that feels like warm but cooling wax on your skin. Like, it's not hot wax. It doesn't like sting to the touch, but it does have that malleable feel of cooling wax that was recently hot.
Yeah, there's warmth in there.
You could sculpt it if you wanted to, and you can feel that residual warmth.
Yeah. You'll give like a little gentle shake and just a nod of the head and like, okay, we're doing this. Oh, about the doppelganger thing, right?
Yep, that would be me.
Well, specifically the whole dietary restriction.
I've fed recently. You don't have to worry about. There was a. Oh, this is actually pretty horrible to say. Never mind.
What were you going
There
to
was
say?
a lot of fear down there. It was a bit of a feat.
Right. Yeah, no, I understand that. But, well, to use your own words, I don't have to worry about it, but you, that's how you eat. That's how you keep living. And that's how you have to keep eating. So, obviously, that's something you have to worry about all the time.
Yeah.
And if these last few years have taught me anything, when people are desperate, they can do really dangerous, stupid things. So, he reaches into a bag, pulls out that necklace he received from Goodwill.
Oh fuck! I forgot to note down what I got from Goodwill.
That's on you.
You got 6 golden fleece hairs and 1 bottle full restore and a revive. Oh, you could use the golden fleece hairs and
Right.
They're all knocked unconscious. It didn't matter.
not like a
But,
good
Yeah,
comfort from you.
Yeah, he kind of palms the amulet. He's considering whether or not he should actually go through with this because while he is of a trusting nature, he also doesn't really know this person very well. But that being said, I can only begin to imagine how difficult it is to form genuine, lasting bonds with people when you need to terrorize them just to survive. But
You're not be off.
Hmm?
You can't be offering me this much sympathy after this tap.
who says I can't?
She has
Understand
nothing
that
she can say to that.
these last 10 years or so have shown that plenty of people are willing to do the selfish, mean-spirited thing if it gets them ahead. And obviously, that got a lot of people killed, and I'm getting real sick of killing people. I would prefer if life wins for whenever I'm able to push the pendulum that way, so he will read, he'll extend his hand with the amulet. This contains pure dread from the astral plane. Do you think that would suit your dietary needs?
Her eye goes wide. She reaches out with the pseudopod to touch it and feels the pure emanating fear off of that. That's like a literally endless feast.
Well, it's yours now.
What the fuck?
He'll just take his other hand and kind of, put his hand over hers, make sure she's not letting it go or anything. Like I said, everyone deserves a chance to be happy and fed.
This is like the scene from Les Miserables after Valjean robs from the priest. And the priest just gives everything to him anyways.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is exactly that, actually.
This is fucking fantastic.
But yeah, he'll look in Dosa's eye. I have come into the understanding that or rather, the thing I used to be was cruel. And still, I was given a second chance, despite how monstrous I was then. Don't you also deserve something like that? Don't we all deserve something like that?
I've never done anything wrong in my lives.
She looks at you and the amulet and just, I mean, she doesn't have a human face. She doesn't have human facial muscles. She has a glob of molten wax for a head and a crude caricature of a human skull. And yet marked in, sculpted in that face now is just this expression of both, like, verklempt, gratefulness and utter confusion at why she would be given this. Why she would be given something, especially from a person she had harmed like she had harmed you. And she's struck speechless with this. Ah, I sh- uh, she stammers a bit more before eventually, like shaking her, just like, so okay, well, we're gonna go rob Plutone of whatever vague thing you need. Yeah, and she puts the amulet around, and not being able to meet your eyes, she's, thank you.
You're welcome.
Am sorry, and not just because you gave me this.
Well,
I'm sorry.
thank you. But I've also spent enough time feeling sorry for myself. So after you help us in the vault, well, you have everything you need to start whatever life you want.
Well, firstly, you can never spend too much feeling sorry for yourself, so jot that down.
Nah.
All right, well, let's get this started. I'm still stuck in a hole.
Well, I'm stuck down here with you. Let me fix that.
Yeah. Just head pops over the edge of the pit. You guys okay down there?
He'll just kind of
Uh.
like he'll do it like a like friendly like support of body weight and fly on back up. Just kind of float gently.
And you guys have a third person to add to your caravan of NPCs that I often forget are here.
Yeah, like the other
Yeah.
two we
One of
haven't
them's
talked
my-
to in ages.
Yeah, like
One
our
of them's my,
Smurf and our Spider Girl.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my spider girl is learning magic.
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
happens off screen while we're traveling.
Congrats. Since we've wrapped things up here before I turn in for the night because it's past 11 and I need to sleepies. Where we going to next, gang?
Plutone sounds like the place to be.
Yeah?
I think so.
Did you say Plutone is a late game area?
Here's the thing. You guys are in the middle of Act 2 of this 3-act.
Uh-huh.
So like everything is now available for you to visit. I would say the things that would kick off into we're in the end game now would be either dealing with the Emperor's Men in Jupitami or dealing with the Mars militia in Martaris and Vulcan. Either one of those will kick things into the third act. So right now, everything else that you can do, you should probably do before you do those two things.
Mm-hmm.
Because it might play out very differently once the third act.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
all roads point to Pluton then.
All
Pluton it
roads lead to
is.
Pluton.
Alright, then I guess... Do you want to say anything, or should I stop it here?
Everyone, please remember to tip your waitress. Good night, everybody.